Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mojo, bro. I'm back with another vid, man. You know what I'm saying? Today I got a little something different for y'all, bro. Today, I'm finna be telling y'all a different type of story. Usually I like to tell the drug stories, try to entertain y'all. You know what I'm saying? But today, bro, I'm gonna be telling y'all about what was it? Yo, bro, I can't remember to tell this, but I gotta let y'all know. I'm gonna tell y'all about the time that I almost set my neighbor's whole house on fire. I did set her house on fire, but I want to tell y'all about setting I didn't set the whole house on fire, but you know I'm trying to explain myself. Yeah, bro. So I'm gonna tell y'all about this, bro. Make sure y'all make sure y'all subscribe, check out my playlist. I got all my videos in there, and check out my description. Bro. And let's get into it, bro. I'm gonna stop stalling. So, bro, this whole took place. Oh, no, sorry. My bad. This whole took place about. Damn, I don't even know how old I was. I think I was like 8, bro. I must have been like 8 years old, bro. I must have been like 8 years old. This is whenever I stayed in Odessa. I'm from Odessa, bro. So I was out there. It was me and my cousin this day. It was a normal day. Me and my little cousin. My cousin, he was about a year younger than me, bro. So boom. We're at my grandma's crib. We're playing outside. It's a normal day, bro. And I guess we ended up. Well, I ended up finding some matches somewhere because we had a neighbor. And she was friends with my grandma. She was like a real cool lady. Like her son and my dad were friends. I remember her son had like a pet snake. I used to go over there and like mess with it. It was cool. It was cool. She was a real cool lady, so I just feel like hella bad for this. Every time I see her, whenever I go back to town, we always joke about it. But yeah, bro. Let me just keep telling the story, bro. So we're outside, we're over there, and eventually, while we're outside chilling, I ended up finding like a book of matches. It's like a used book of matches. It had like a little bit of like dirt on it, and like some of the matches were missing. But I'm a little ass kid. The only time that I've seen matches is like on cartoons. It's on TV. Like niggas like use it to like they like spark it off their shoes like how cowboys do it. Niggas light it up. I be seeing it in cartoons and TV shows. I thought it was cool as hell. I'm like, yo, I never seen matches. This is dope. So bro, this shit is so crazy. So boom, I get them. I show them to my cousin, and me and my cousin are like, bro, what should we do with these? Like, before anything had happened, and me and him, we were literally like, should we fuck around with these or should we not? Like, because we were both curious. Me personally, I was more curious than him. I felt like I would have did it regardless, even if he was like we shouldn't. I feel like I would have just messed around with the matches anyway. So we had the bright idea. We didn't want to do it at our house just in case anything bad happening. So something bad happened either fucking way, But we decided to do it at our neighbor's house because I guess we felt like it would be safer to do it over there because we didn't want to get in trouble at our house. But if we got in trouble at our neighbor's house, I guess we didn't fucking think about that. So we're in her driveway. She has her driveway is kind of deeper, like more farther back than our driveway because hers is kind of at like halfway of her house, like where her fence is to her backyard is. The concrete kind of goes there, like the concrete kind of extends that far into her yard. So there's a car parked right in the driveway, and we're on the side of the house. We're on the left side of the house. There's a car in front of us, and right there where her backyard fence is, in this little area that we're in her driveway, there's a little couch right there. She has like a little couch outside. I guess they, the adults, they'll go over there to the side of the house and they would smoke or chill over there on this couch or whatever the fuck. So boom, me and my cousin, we're over there, bro, and we have the matches. Boom, we just get to doing dumb shit with them. I spark one up. Boom, I'm kind of struggling to light it because I didn't know you're supposed to use like a little bit of friction. I'm just like rubbing it back and forth on that bitch. I'm like, bro, like why is this whole not working? So eventually, I end up sliding it. Boom, I get the fire to go, and I'm just like staring at it. I thought this was the coolest shit, bro. I thought matches was the coolest shit in the world. I'm a little ass kid. We didn't have phones at the time. So I got this match going. Me and my cousin, we just fooling around for like for like 5-10 minutes. Like I remember we're outside. What we were doing, we would just spark it up and just like look at the fire, and we would like pick up like leaves or something. We would pick up like a dead leaf or some shit, and then we would like light it up and then like step on it or something. Or we would like, you know, burn some grass that was on the floor, and then we would like stomp it out, like just doing dumb bro, just doing dumb shit with the matches, bro. So, you know, eventually, you know, my cousin ended up telling me about this part later, because I didn't really know how the fire originally started, because, you know, whenever it started, we were just like, oh shit, like, so, you know, hold on, before I get there. So, you know, we're playing with the matches, and eventually one of us, I'm not sure who it was, one of us, we sparked the match. We sparked up the fucking match, and then we ended up dropping it in the couch, and it was sitting there steaming up for a little bit. I saw the steam coming from the couch, but I was just like, oh no, it'll go out, because we thought we blew out the match, or we had just threw it down. So I guess we didn't put the match out good enough, bro. Nigga, we're sitting on the couch, and like eventually, while we're playing with the matches, we ended up leaving the couch. So we're like kneeling right down in front of the couch, still burning shit that was on the ground, like burning dead leaves and burning grass and shit. And you know, the couch is like a little bit to our right. Remember, we're in the driveway. Nobody can see us. There's a car like parked in the driveway, so no one can see what's going on the side of the house, other than us. So we're chilling. We're playing with the match. Twin, tell me why out of nowhere, me and my cousin, we both look over to the right, and there's a little fire on the couch. Like, nigga, the couch is like on fire a little bit. It looks like it's like the fire is like the size of like a small plate. Like, it looks like a little circle on the couch cushion, and we're like, oh shit! Like, we look over, we don't know what to do, bro. We're two little ass kids, and you know, we're trying to like put it out with our hands. That's fucking stupid. I burned the shit out of my hand. I remember that. Like, my right hand was like scorched because I'm trying to slap the fire, bro. It's not working, bro. And then eventually, like, I'm not sure if us, like, being two little ass kids, we're trying to put out the fire. We end up panicking, and we weren't able to put out the little fire. The fire ends up growing, bro. And now it's like consuming half of the fucking couch. The fire is consuming half of the couch right now. And, you know, hell of the smoke is coming in the air. And me and my cousin, we're panicking, nigga. We don't know what to do. We're like, bro, what the fuck? bro, we panic. And my cousin, he ends up running off. My cousin completely took off on me. He was like, I was like, bro, what should we do? He said he didn't know what to do. Bro was having like a fucking panic attack. He was having a panic attack. Bro did not want to get in trouble, so he ended up taking off on me. And I stayed on the side of the building because I felt like I could put it out. Like, so what I was trying to do was, I was trying to take the couch cushion off the couch. I couldn't pull it because that bitch was on fire. The fire was starting to get bigger. So I took the other couch cushion. It wasn't burnt all the way. So I was trying to like put out the fire. I'm trying to put out the fire as best as I can, bro. But it just keeps growing and growing and growing. And I panicked, too. I panicked, bro. So I remember right before I was finna leave the side of the house, because like, bro, the fire was starting to get bad. Like, it was literally like taking over the whole like driveway. Like, this shit was crazy. It was finna burn up the front of the car, and it was bad. Like, this whole couch was gone. Like, after this, the whole couch was just metal. Like, you could just see the metal and like the burnt up wood inside of the couch. So I remember the only reason that I had left from the fire and stopped trying to put it out is I remember seeing a car come down the street, and it just so happened to be my fucking uncle, bro. My fucking uncle, he was leaving our grandma's house, because our grandma, she's our neighbor. He was leaving the house, and he was coming down the street, and I guess whenever he was passing her house, our neighbor's house, he saw the smoke coming from inside of the house. And I remember seeing him go by, and then his car stopped. Like, his car stopped hard as shit. He stopped hard as fuck in the middle of the street. It just skrrr, and I heard, hey, look, hey. Yo, I fucking took off. So like I said, we were in the driveway, and right there at the back of the driveway behind the couch was the fence to my neighbor's backyard. Nigga, I'm a little ass kid. I hopped this big ass fence. It was one of those metal, one of those metal fences, like the ones that you see in like a baseball field. So, you know, I hopped that hoe. I go over. I'm in her backyard, and I pass through her backyard, and I go into the alley. We have an alley in the back of our house, and so I hop the fucking driveway fence, and I hop her backyard fence. So I'm in the alley, and I run behind our houses, and I go to the side of my house, you know, right next door. And while I'm over there, bro, I'm fucked, bro. This shit was bad. I knew I fucked up, bro. Like, I can't see what's going on anymore because I'm back at my house. I'm still outside. I didn't want to go inside because I didn't want it to look suspicious. I didn't want it to be like, you know, Jalen just ran inside as soon as the fucking houses came on fire. So I was like, shit, bro, what should I do? So I stayed inside. I could see my neighbors panicking, bro. I could see them on the side of the house trying to put it out, trying to do shit. And, you know, bro, I'm just, you know, dying inside. I don't know where my cousin is. I can't see my cousin. This nigga took off. I don't know where he went, by the way. I don't know where this dude went, bro. So, you know, I'm just sitting outside. We have a couple of chairs outside at my grandma's house, so I'm sitting outside right now, panicking. Like, I'm having a whole panic attack. I'm not sure what to do. And I'm just listening to all the chaos that's going on at my neighbor's house. And, you know, while all that's going on, bro, remember, I'm sitting in the front yard and I'm chilling. My dad opens up the house door and he's like, "Hey, Jalen." I was like, "Huh?" Like I panicked. I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Hey, didn't I tell you to clean your room?" I'm like, "Oh yeah. So shit." So, bro, I thought I was caught for a second. I was like, "Oh fuck, like it's over with, bro. It's over with." So, you know, I go inside, I'm cleaning my room, and, you know, while I'm cleaning my room, I'm just like, bro, you could hear like the fucking apocalypse outside. Like, it's just crazy outside. You can hear people like, "Oh yeah, put it out." You can hear ambulance coming, like, not ambulance, fire trucks ended up coming eventually, bro, to help put out the fire. Like, the whole side of my neighbor's house was scorched, twin. Like, the whole building didn't go on fire, but like the right side of the wall, like you can see like the blackness from the fire, bro. So, you know, I'm inside and I'm cleaning, and bro, my uncle busts in the room. My uncle busts in the house. He's like out of breath and shit. He runs to my room. Me and my dad, we were sharing a room at the time, and he was like, "Yo." He pointed to me. He was like, he just set the neighbor's house on fire. I don't know how, bro. At the time, I didn't know how the fuck he knew. Like, no one saw me. Like, whenever he had stopped to let everyone know, this is my uncle who I saw the fucking fire on the side of the building whenever I was over there. The one who was going by and he had stopped, he didn't see me because the car was blocking the driveway. He could just see the smoke coming from, you know, the front of the car. And, you know, I hopped the fence and he didn't see me. So I ended up eventually finding out, bro. My cousin fucking told on me, bro. My cousin was actually sitting outside too, but he was somewhere else. It was like he told on me and then he just started hiding because he knew he fucked up. Like, he knew he fucked up. So, bro, my dad was pissed. My dad crashed out. Bro, it was up for me. I was grounded for months after that. Like, bro, it was over with for me after that. I was on punishment for a while. Like, that was one of the worst punishments I ever got, bro. But I deserved it, twin. I literally set my neighbor's house on fire. That was like one of the craziest things I ever did, bro. I was like an 8 years old kid. I was like 8 years old, bro. That shit was wild. So yeah, bro. Like I said, no one ended up getting hurt. And I found out later, like years later, like whenever I go back out of town to see my cousin again, he had eventually told me that my uncle asked him, like, what happened? Like, did he see what was going on? And he didn't tell that he was also playing with the matches. He just told on me, bro. He was like, yeah, he did it. Like, bro, I was pissed, bro. I was pissed. So, yeah, man. That's the story of how I almost set my neighbor's house on fire. Well, so technically I did. But, you know, but that shit was crazy, bro. Alright, man. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe. And I love y'all, bro. Peace.